Welcome, guys and girls. It's Jason, and we've got Ben with us today. We're going to talk about common myths in the fitness world.
Oh yeah, Mythbusters.
Well, have you seen Mythbusters, the program?
No.
It's an American program, and there's one large man.
Oh no, I have.
Big moustache.
Yes, I have seen. Yeah.
I would love to have we should have moustaches on, but hey, we're going to make it.
That'd be good,
we're going to make it the fitness myth busting. So I think we're going to go through 5 or 6 common myths that are
just common like misconceptions or missold information that people tend to fall for when they first get into like fitness and stuff.
Cool. And then I've brought a little segue in. I want to start doing some riddles.
Yeah, Jason's going to pose me a riddle today. I'm actually nervous about it because I don't think I'm very good at riddles.
Well, I've been listening.
I'm just going to see how
I've been
plays
listening.
down I am.
If
they didn't know already.
No, they don't. You don't come across like that. So we're going to do like a little riddle section, and I think Ben's got a little trick up his sleeve. We're going to review some
dodgy fitness products.
Fitness products.
Fitness products, yeah. In quotations,
So we'll just go for that. So enjoy the episode. Myth 1 then, Ben Dawson.
Alright, myth number 1. It's quite a common one. Usually, it's thought by women generally, they think that lifting heavy is going to make you bulky. They say it's usually, I hear it from women coming in and thinking, I don't want to lift weights because I'm going to get bulky. Lifting heavy weights doesn't make you bulky. Makes you strong.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily make you bulky. To get bulky, especially for women, it's a lot harder than put on muscle. To get bulky as a woman, you've got to put in a lot.
Hours and hours and years.
Be very strict on what you're eating. And you've got to eat a lot as well. If anyone wants to get big and bulky, you've got to eat.
I think one of the
it's
things.
not lifting weights that's going to get you just bulky, especially
Also,
heavy weights.
you don't ladies. You don't have the testosterone to create muscle, potentially like a man does. So it's very incredibly tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, incredibly tough. It doesn't mean you might not put on muscle. Yeah, but you'll have a change in body shape, aren't they? You're definitely going to have a body composition change in being you're going to burn calories as you're training at higher intensity.
Yeah. Yeah,
doing strength training. So you're going to have burn the calories, your metabolic rate goes up, and then you're going to build muscle or good tissue, good body tissue, and so that will be a change in shape.
Yeah.
And so you might put on a little bit of weight because muscle weighs more than fat.
Yeah. The most change you're going to see when it comes to lifting heavy weights is strength gains anyway over muscle gains. So yeah, that kind of settles that one quite nice. Quite simple. Quite a simple myth bust.
It's a load of bollocks.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Don't be afraid to lift some weights. It's good fun and it's good for you when done properly.
But also the psychological and emotional aspect of lifting weights. The psychological aspect of strength training is huge. In being overcoming adversity, you can see weekly progression or session progression. It's that fear of I can't do that, and then you achieve it.
Yeah.
They're all really positive benefits of weight training.
Massively.
You learn to set goals. You learn to achieve these goals. Yeah. So, in my eyes, and clearly the coaches at base, strength training, in its traditional sense, is involved in everyone's fitness program. Whether you're a triathlete, a swimmer, a badminton player, we all need to be having some structured strength work.
Where do you think that comes from? The idea that lifting heavy weights makes you bulky? I
think in it's the Jane Fonda era, the 80s and 90s, there was this big misconception of lifting heavy weights are bad for you. It's bad for your joints, bad for your knees, and I don't know, but there would have been a lot of research on both sides, particularly in the 90s, particularly in America, to combat both points of view. And then it also comes down to commercialization of fitness methodologies in being, I don't know, leg bums and tums. Or whatever they did in the 90s and 80s.
Well, that's it. Well,
you know,
like, there's a lot of stigma, isn't it, around it, and that, you know, in the past it was only males that lifted weights and go to the gym and do their bodybuilding routine. And you say then there's bums and tums and all that stuff.
But I think one of the things we could touch on there is like the good that that CrossFit has done.
Massively.
Like CrossFit has completely changed the face of female fitness.
Yeah. Well, so you go to a CrossFit gym, and I mean, some of them you've got more women actually there than men.
And they're all lifting weights.
Balance. Yeah.
They all do their mixed modal fitness. They look great.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Some might be built, but not like. I guess it's hard to define.
I think the best way to look at let's stick on the topic of CrossFit. Then, if you look at like the top CrossFit athletes, those are the ones who are training, 3-4 hours a day, twice a day, whatever it is, and some of them maybe I guess what you class a little bit bulky, but even some of them who are in the top, look at like I'd say Katrin Davidsdottir. Yeah. If you don't know who it is, look it up. She's got a great physique. She's not bulky at all.
No, she's very lean.
Yeah, and she's lifting weights, multiple times a day and stuff, or whatever the case may be. So it takes a lot especially for women to get bulky from lifting weights.
I agree. Myth busted.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, should put a little myth bust sound effect in.
I've just done it.
Jason's on it. Next myth. Certain foods make you fat.
Certain foods make you fat.
So, for example, butter makes you fat. Don't know why that was my go-to.
Okay. All right. Well, I think
rice makes you fat. Pasta.
The biggest thing would be calories.
Yeah.
A calorie surplus makes you fat.
Yeah. All foods make you fat if you eat enough of them.
Yeah. So
if you ate enough broccoli, you could. It'd be flipping out.
It'd be freaking hard. But
get a lot of broccoli.
If you had a forest of broccoli.
Yeah.
So I think the big it's energy. It's calories in, calories out, isn't it? It's energy expenditure.
Over intake.
Yeah. So you work out to go back to it. All foods will make you fat if you're in a calorie surplus, meaning you eat more calories than what you burn.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Yeah. And if you want to lose weight, you need to eat less calories than what you burn in its simplest form.
That's it. People demonise certain foods, but it's like, it's balance, isn't it?
Yeah. So, but we
don't cut foods out unless it's for genuine health concerns.
Yeah, diabetes.
Yeah, there shouldn't be need to like completely eradicate certain foods.
No.
Obviously, it's about balance, isn't it?
But so, I think what we could go into there is obviously each food category, fats, proteins, carbohydrates, have different calorific value.
Yeah.
So I think that's important to know. So what alcohol is 9 grams per unit, 9 calories per gram. Fat is 7 calories per gram of content, and then fats, carbohydrates, and proteins are 4 grams. 4 calories per gram of intake. Yeah. So that's why fats would be demonized as making you fat because they have a higher calorific output. Yeah. I eat loads of fat, and I've got a 6-pack.
Hey.
I have double cream in my coffee. I have full fat milk all the time.
It's good.
I mean, we pour fat into my diet.
Yeah.
But I don't eat much else in the day.
Fair enough.
That's just my style. What's next? I don't know whether we busted that one.
How would you? What else do you want to add to it? I think that's. Plus, I think I don't want to
make it
too much, just because we've had Shauna on twice now talking about this sort of stuff about diets and all that.
Yeah,
so
cool.
If you want to find out a little bit more about
she goes
diets,
right into
go back and listen to either one of our podcasts as Shauna on.
Or book a healthy plate intro with Ewan.
Yeah.
Which is basically like a nutrition consultation.
Yeah.
So you can drop us an email or a DM and get that sorted. Plug.
Bust it. Wicked. Next myth.
Oh, I'm nervous.
I've forgotten where I am. Come on, Ben, you've only done 2. Work this out. We've got kind of like stuff that's kind of in a similar category, so we'll kind of put
Plug
them
it all together. Yep.
So the first one was that you need to feel sore in order to build muscle, or in terms of like to actually to feel the benefits of a workout. You need to feel sore. Another one is more is better. That's a phrase that's thrown around quite a lot. And the last one is no pain, no gain. They all kind of fit into a similar category there.
Yeah.
No pain, no gain.
I think if you asked me this question 8 years ago, it'd be different. The answer would be different.
Yeah. Okay.
It would be about creating pain. Real discomfort.
Yeah.
Let's try to, I guess that's the thing, isn't it? We've been talking about it. It's like there's pain and then there's discomfort. Training should be uncomfortable, which is discomfort.
Yeah.
Training shouldn't be painful.
I mentioned it last night to the Strength Project.
Yeah.
I was coaching. We did one of our warm-up songs.
Yeah.
And it gets your muscles very fired up and it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah. It's not painful.
It's not painful.
Painful is you stand on a nail.
Ouch.
That's painful.
Ouch.
All right.
Yeah.
You walk up a hill. That's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we need to distinguish that, and we don't want it to be training to be painful. That means there's no aches and pains within the joint.
Yeah.
That's what, that type of thing.
I guess a lot of the difference comes in as well between discomfort and pain is like if you're uncomfortable, you stop, you're no longer uncomfortable.
Yeah, nice.
Whereas if you're in pain, you stop, it may continue to be in pain.
You stood on that nail, it's still in your foot.
It's still going to hurt 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
It's still going to hurt the next day.
Yeah. So one of the things that I've changed in my mind is my exercise selection to make things uncomfortable, opposed to increase the risk of pain.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. So like we do lots of sandbag work, which is uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
It's not painful because guess what? You can just drop the sandbag, and the uncomfortableness is gone.
Yeah. Give it 20 seconds.
Yeah, give it. Yeah. So look, we definitely don't want pain. Pain is the sign that the body's telling you to stop, or something's wrong. It needs some attention to rebalance homeostasis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be painful. How about then like feeling sore? Like you must feel sore.
Yeah. Well, this.
I think it depends what you're going for, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So building muscle. You don't necessarily have to feel sore the next day, but it's a good sign that there's been some muscle damage, which is one of the factors you need to build muscle.
Yeah. Metabolic stress, muscle damage, mechanical load.
Yeah.
All those three.
So, in some aspects, it shouldn't be what you go by.
No.
It can be dependent, I guess.
And it also depends on where in the journey where you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the journey of wherever your goal is.
Yeah.
So, like our example, we've been going through about like a 10 weekish now of like a bit more like bodybuilding stuff, haven't we?
And the first 2 weeks
were horrific.
Yeah.
Like
serious DOMs.
Yeah, like soreness for a couple of days in certain movements.
Yeah.
And we've not experienced that for ages.
And all that was because of the volume that we were doing it at, and maybe we were hitting certain muscles that wouldn't usually get enough love. So it was just a bit of a shock to the system for them. Really.
But on the contrary to that, when we did those type of high volume sessions to create, we wanted muscle damage. That was our target.
That's what we were looking for.
We wanted muscle damage, so we were expecting DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. We also balanced everything off by doing cardio days.
Yeah.
Like sitting on a bike for an hour at a low intensity, just to burn lactate.
Yeah.
So we were trying to balance that system. If we just did DOMS in a couple of weeks, things will be painful, not uncomfortable.
And the cardio was very steady. Nasal breathing.
Like nasal breathing.
Some people came into the gym and saw me with my tape on and were a bit concerned.
Like,
I was just nasal breathing, guys.
Keep it under 120 beats per minute. We as a coaching group, we try and do one a week, don't we? Usually breathing through our nose on our laptop.
Yeah.
Hour and 20, something like that. Yeah. That was no pain, no gain. What was the other one?
Feeling sore, and what was the last one? I think it was like more is better or something.
More isn't better. That's a load of crap. Yeah. That's a load. That comes down to numbers.
Yeah.
I have this conversation with all my PT clients and all the guys in like the strength project. Numbers are just numbers. It doesn't mean anything.
Your body doesn't know what 5 reps is.
Yeah, it's like, and everyone's stuck in this number game. Tell me how many I need to do. I don't know how many you need to do because I don't know.
Feel it.
You tell me.
Yeah.
You tell me how it feels.
Yeah.
If we want to do strength, it needs to be heavy. Let's keep it below 8.
Yeah.
If you want to get muscle, it needs to be uncomfortable when you get to like 10, 15, 18 reps. There's no set structure in fitness. It's so grey, isn't it? The world of fitness.
Yeah.
The body will adapt to whatever the load is, the stimulus it is applied to it. So
like a great example, like generally you look at like 8 to 12 reps or 8 to 15 reps if you're looking for like bodybuilding, muscle building. But they say that when we were trying to do this like muscle block phase that we were doing God knows how many reps because we were just wrecking the muscle for 2 minutes. Yeah. Like we were looking for muscle failure.
Yeah.
That's what's more effective rather than just counting reps because you can do 12 reps and then feel easy
and be absolutely
and
fine.
You're not going to get any muscle damage from that.
But on the other aspect would be more sessions per week. So we, as a business again, we've put quite a hard foot down of people not doing 2 sessions in a day. There's a massive culture. There is a massive culture that more is better, and that is wrong. What is better is if you have training days and you have the training is completely opposite. So for example, if you want to do more, do something that you're not doing. Yeah. So if you're doing cardio, add in a strength session.
Yeah.
That means that's more is better.
Yeah.
But don't do another cardio day.
Yeah.
So a good example is Kira, one of our clients, she's a PT client of mine and a member of the gym, loves training, isn't afraid to do 2 hours of training. Like is quite used to it. I strongly asked her to not do 2 hours of training anymore.
Yeah.
She's now allowed to do some days where she does double sessions. She does 1 strength session PT with me, and then she does like a pure cardio session. So like she does PT, completely opposite spectrum. That's completely cool. What you don't want to do is like weightlifting or like, I don't know, let's just say CrossFit, whatever, CrossFit-y, straight into, I don't know, a gymnastics session.
Yeah.
You know, they're too close. She also, I saw her on Monday and she said she feels loads better from not doing too many sessions within a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there you go. You know, like
there you go.
More does not mean better at all. I think what we train, 4 times a week at the moment, max 4 times a week.
Yeah. And we literally just shifted round the timetable to make it more adaptable. So on Wednesdays or Thursdays is the yoga.
Thursdays is like recovery day.
Yeah. So there's a sweat and stretch, there's a bit of cardio.
Yeah.
And then it's like a good 15-20 minute stretch at the end. And there's yoga throughout the day as well.
Yeah. And I think that we've been wanting to do that for ages, haven't we?
Yeah. Which, once again, there you go, it's opposite ends of the spectrum, you know.
That's super important.
So it allows for recovery.
So no, people, more is not better. If you want help with it, let us know. Myth busted. Sorry,
Woody boy.
Boy.
The audio there as well. It's going to be very loud for people. Sorry if you're wearing headphones. Before we go on to our next myth, let's just jump to, because we were just talking about like members and stuff, and
nice.
Let's move over. Member of the month, or is it like member of the, it's member of the month? That's what we're doing.
It's just like member shout outs and whatever.
Yeah. Who's doing well in their training, Jace?
My shout out goes to Abby Mannix. So Abby.
Get on
Abby. We've been talking to Abby for about, I don't know, for about 7 or 8 months now. like, want to start, want to do it, and we finally got her nailed down about 3 months ago. All right, so Abby's one of our plus members, so she has like group sessions with PT, and slow starting, and now she's fully into her training. I mean, she trains, she does the 2 strength projects a week with a PT, the 3 strength projects a week and PT. And this is now about week 10 of like consistent training, and things are working. As in, like, you can see it. She walks in and you can see difference. You can see muscles start popping out. Just check out the Instagram today. Legs are changing shape. She's loads more confident. So very happy.
Wicked.
Very, very happy, Abby. So boom, boom. That's an imaginary high five.
Podcast high five.
Boom, boom. Social distance high five.
Yeah.
What about you, Ben?
So, my member shout out, Ben Stevens. Crushing it.
He's a legend, isn't he?
Yeah. Jason and myself have both had the pleasure of PTing him over the past, how many?
Oh man, he's been about 3 months now, hasn't he?
3 months. Yeah, and he's just 3 sessions a week. Hasn't missed one.
Doesn't miss a
Time's
single
up.
session.
Turns up early.
Like early. 45 minutes early.
And he's seeing great results. I'm speaking to him today. And his grip's getting stronger. He's getting stronger in his lifts. He's feeling better.
But he had some different goals, didn't he? Like, his goal wasn't to look or a performance goal. His goal was to learn.
Big time, yeah.
Learn the proper movement. Learn about fitness and muscle building or strength gains or whatever he wanted to learn. So that he could essentially, in future, train by himself.
Yeah. So what he said to me today is that he's never had so much core work without actually doing direct, like, core movements.
What? You telling me you train core when you do big lifts? Or when you carry stuff?
Yeah.
That's
another
myth right there, isn't it?
He's never felt like,
so tight.
So like engaged with every movement and stuff.
So
and
cool.
when the days where he would train by himself and usually just train like abs or something, and he feels it more doing just as a second thing. That's which is really cool.
There's a really good.
He's very responsive and he's feeling it, which is cool. And he's understanding it.
He's great to work with, isn't he?
Yeah.
So Ben, well done. Just on that note, really good podcast about core training on the Squat University podcast.
Wicked.
All right, Core Stability 101. It's been brought out this week, so that's the 13th.
I like their 101 podcast.
Yeah, very good. All right, so have a little listen if you're unsure about core.
Good stuff. Right, back to busting some myths.
Ba-dum.
We've done 3. I think we've maybe got one more.
Let's hit one more, and then we've got our riddle.
See. This is a good one. Well, it's not a good one. Muscle turns into fat when you stop working out.
Muscle turns into fat when you stop working out. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah, go.
I've never heard this personally from someone like face to face.
Yeah.
Anyone's gone, ooh. But I think it's something that you just kind of hear.
You just
around.
presume, don't you? Yeah.
You kind of hear around, and like there's I was looking up some fitness myths, and this was one of the things that it suggested.
Cool.
So I think it's just one of those common misconceptions that people just kind of assume or don't know much about.
So does it go back into? It goes back to the body will adapt to the stimulus.
Yeah. So if you stop working out, let's say for a month.
Yeah,
you train regularly and then you stop working out for like a month. Let's say we've gone into lockdown, you've got no motivation.
Yeah.
You stop training for a month.
Happened 6 weeks. Happened 4 months ago. Didn't
it's
it?
happened for quite a few people this year probably.
Yeah.
Well, what's going to happen? Well, if you continue eating the way you were when you were training, you're probably going to be burning less calories because you're not training.
Yeah.
Which means you may put on weight if you end up being in a surplus over your maintenance or maybe deficit you were in prior. So yes, you may put on fat if you stop working out.
Yep.
Not necessarily. It all depends on how much energy you're consuming and burning.
Yep.
As we've kind of previously spoke about. In terms of muscle, yes, over time there will be muscle
wastage.
Atrophy.
Yeah,
That's the one,
that's right.
So yes, you won't be putting on muscle anymore and you will lose some muscle. But just because you're losing muscle and putting on fat does not mean that muscle is turning into fat.
Yeah.
They're two separate things that are happening there, just happens to be happening at the same time.
Yeah.
Is that...
Yeah, like that's pretty much that. I think you worded that quite nicely.
Good.
But other but there are other things, you know, so like progression or like muscle wastage. I always work on the way 1 week off is 3 weeks on training. Meaning you have a week off training, it could take you like 3 weeks to get back to that area.
Okay.
Like reversibility, one of the training principles.
Yeah.
So if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
And so if you have a month off, you know you've got a bit of work.
Yeah.
Until you're feeling or maybe feeling and seeing where you were at the beginning of that month.
But also as well, as you say, like a week off, you're not gonna like waste away. Like I think that's another myth. Is that there's another thing I think people are concerned about going into lockdown. It's like my gains.
Yeah,
they're just gonna like. It's not like it's not.
Is it not self? Is it not? I suffer from this. Is it not self? Like what you see in the mirror. Like so for me, I know I've had a week off training, and I'm getting changed, and I'm like, fuck, I put on some weight. And it's not like my wife would tell me, Livy would tell me if I had changed body shape. And what I think is it's almost like a subconscious thought. I'm not training, so therefore my body is reversing.
Also,
and when you are training, you look great.
Yeah,
and it might just be psychological.
Exactly. And also when you're training, it makes you feel good.
Yeah.
If you're feeling good, you're in a better mindset.
Yeah.
And so when you see yourself in the mirror, you probably view yourself from a better mindset point of view and generally feel better. And I think that's camera just cutting out.
Camera has to just cut out.
1 second.
Uh-oh.
Jason, keep talking.
I'll keep talking.
No, I can. I think we'll be back after this short break. So, where were we?
We had a camera cut out. We were just quickly talking about reversibility and training.
That was it. Oh, and so when you're training, you're in a better mindset.
Yeah.
So you view yourself from a better mindset point of view. You feel better about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to view yourself in the mirror better.
Yeah.
That's another factor that can affect that. So you take a week of training. You say like you might look in the mirror and feel a bit fluffy.
Yeah. But the
nothing's happened.
likelihood is nothing's changed at all.
You just you're in that mindset of not training. And,
I agree.
Myth busted.
Hey, let's move on to this. Let's move on to a riddle.
That's all I missed today, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, let's move on to the riddle.
This might take me a bit of time to let's say it. Okay, here we go. You ready, Ben? This is actually quite a big moment for me. I don't really like reading or talking out loud.
Yep.
Here we go.
Okay.
A bus driver was heading down a street in Colorado. He went right past a stop sign without stopping. He turned left where there was a no left turn sign, and he went the wrong way on a one-way street. The wrong way on a one-way street. Then he went on the left side of the road, past a cop car. Still, he didn't break any traffic laws. Why not?
There's so much in that.
Yeah,
Can I read it? Is the answer on there? Can I
Yeah.
read it? Yeah. I think I might be able to take it in a little bit better. I don't know.
That's fine, I reckon so.
We're probably not doing very well here. Both of us potentially a bit dyslexic. So
Potentially, 100% a bit dyslexic.
Bus driver was heading down a street.
Read it out again so we can all hear it.
A bus driver was heading down a street in Colorado. He went right past a stop sign without stopping. He turned left where there was a no left turn sign, and he went the wrong way on a one-way street. There's so much going on. Then he went on the left side of the road past a cop car. Still, he didn't break any traffic laws. Why not? Was it because he's on the other side of the road?
No.
Is it not? Because Colorado's America, they drive on the other side of the road, don't they? Which side do they drive on? Is it something to do with that?
No, it's not to do with that.
Okay.
I got this in about 3 seconds. But I don't
That
think
annoys me.
I don't
That
think
really annoys
this will
me.
be that will be something that happens all the time.
Guys, if you know the answer, like if you're watching on YouTube, just put it in the comments below.
Yeah.
So let us know that you know it. But you went right. Just give me another second, and I might get this.
I don't think he's got it. Think Okay, do you want a little clue?
No, I'm stubborn.
Okay, alright.
He went right past the stop sign. So did he turn right there at the stop sign? I don't know which bit I should be focusing on. There's so much going on there. I don't even know what the question is. He didn't break any traffic laws. Why not? Was he in a cop car? And does it not matter?
Oh, good idea. Good
Is he going to an emergency?
You're-
Blue lights on.
No, you're on the right style of word. You're thinking the right way now.
Okay.
But he wasn't in a cop car, no.
I don't know.
Honestly.
I'm stuck. You have to tell me.
He was walking.
Oh, that really annoys me. I don't get. Oh, I've even heard one like that before as well. That's,
I love it.
Right, there we go. That's a new segment that's going to be every week, I reckon.
Hopefully, I'm going to have to practice my delivery.
Yeah, and it'll just be me getting annoyed every time.
No, because we'll change over. You're gonna.
I'll bring you one next week.
Bring me
You're
one.
not going to get it.
Well, let's do
It's going to be a long, wordy one like that.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh dear.
Perfect, guys.
Right, I do have one more bit to share for the podcast today.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot.
So, in regards to myth busting, I went on my favourite shopping app. It's really not. If you know the shopping app Wish, it's a terrible shopping app.
Never been on it, but
You see it advertised everywhere. It's like cheap products, but it's all like dodgy stuff. I think I don't fully know. Anyway, they've got everything on there, and they've also got a lot of
products.
Products, yes.
Products.
A lot of, in quotes, fitness products. I have labelled these items bullshit because they are. I've saved them all, just for us to have a little laugh at, really. So the first one, this is called Ginger Body Weight Loss Milk Fat Burning Weight Loss Fat.
Nice.
Great title.
Can I see the product?
You can see the product. It's essentially, I think it's supposed to be cream that's supposedly
Ginger
to help
body
you
weight
burn
loss,
fat.
milk fat. Wow.
Yeah.
And it's £1.
Yeah, and it's £1.74. And I think there's reviews of people saying it's great, but I imagine they're like paid for reviews. Like it's just.
So
like bots,
what? You rub that lotion on your body?
Apparently, to me, what it looks like is it's probably really cheap for them to make. 'Cause it's probably just a tub of Vaseline, relabeled and distributed.
That's unbelievable. So it's ginger body weight loss, milk fat.
Yeah, I mean, it's not real, is it?
So essentially, the calories you burn rubbing it on your body, that's the fat loss, isn't it?
The extra 3 calories of effort you put.
It has to be. Do this 4 times a day. That's.
And I mean, it's, the way they advertise it's pretty bad. I imagine on the tubs it probably says may cause fat loss, so they don't get sued or anything. But the way they advertise this stuff, like such false advertising.
And why ginger?
Yeah, I don't know.
Thermic effect. I don't know.
Heat. Tingly. Maybe it gives you a bit of tingles. And you're like, oh, it must be doing something.
If anyone's ever bought that, can you please let us know if it works?
Yeah, we're essentially the reason we've got guys. There's no magic pill. That's going to be a takeaway from this, isn't it? There's no magic pill. If it seems too good to be true, it's too good to be true. Yeah, that's probably the way to take it.
This is just like rubbing something on your body.
There was a lot of these slimming gels and creams. Another one was Chinese medicine, raspberry essential oil, sleep, strongest weight loss, navel stick, fat burning, slimming diet, slim patch pads. I don't even know what this is. It is detox adhesive sheets. I think they're essentially sheets you put on your stomach and are supposed to.
Can I see again?
It doesn't really show you much.
Oh, okay.
It says adhesive sheets at the end. There's a lot of words in this.
So that's something you put on your tummy when you're sleeping.
Yeah, and it's just sad that people are buying this. It's actually kind of annoying that people. You see a lot of like influencers as well on Instagram that sell, like, you know, slimming teas and
yeah.
It's just like
absolute fads.
You just got to put in the work. It really annoys me.
Can
when people do this.
should we buy some? We should.
I said this to Chris. I was telling him we were doing this there, and I said, you know what, we should buy some of these products and try them out.
Yeah.
This last one. Once again, I don't actually know what this is, but judging by the photo, you pop a pill in your belly button.
Wow. 1 pill a day.
I'll probably flash these up on the screen for people watching.
New weight loss, anti-cellular, nasal stick, fat burning patches, quick slimming product. Wow.
Yeah, wow.
So basically it looks like a little...
Essentially, 1 pill a day, it's the magic pill.
Yeah. It looks like a little blueberry and you pop it in your belly button.
And you put a little stick over it so it doesn't fall out. That's what it looks like. I'll probably pop these up on the screen in the edit, but once again, people have actually bought this, and it's just like.
On it, do you honestly think people have bought that?
How does that work?
Do you think people have fucking bought it? That's the question.
Well, there's people commenting saying they've left reviews on it with little pictures of their products arriving. It looks good. Can't wait to try it. Whether these are just bots to show that it's got reviews.
That's unbelievable.
Because I don't know how Wish works.
I sincerely hope.
Here's a good comment. With diet and exercise seems to support weight loss.
No,
that would
you
be
fucking
your diet
idiot.
and exercise.
Yeah.
The pill has nothing to do with
a calorie deficit, clean diet, daily exercise. it's helping with my weight loss. Really brilliant.
Oh dear.
Get everything else done first, guys. I think the biggest thing is do more, eat a little bit less.
Yeah. Pretty much all these products I found are a lot of some sort of pill or cream that you put on, which is outrageous. Yeah. You know what we should try actually is some retro fitness products, like the little what are those dumbbells that wiggle?
Yeah.
What are they called? Shake weights.
Shake weights.
That sort of stuff.
Shaky weights.
Yeah. It's outrageous. So that's what we should do for an episode. We can just try out dodgy
old school fitness products.
Yeah. Yeah. There was that Blade one as well that was similar to the shake weight.
Okay, I've not seen that one.
There was also it's like this chair you sit in that wiggles round, the seat does it. There's supposed to be some ab thing when you're sitting. Oh, it's just
that's ridiculous.
Yeah, take away from that, guys. No magic pill. It's what we all know it is. It's what you're eating and it's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Exercise. Yeah. There's no magic pills. Because if there was, we'd all be
doing it.
and they'd be selling for a lot of money.
Yeah.
And you'd flip and know about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Ben, funny. I'm going to find some. Group on them. We've actually got some good ones on, haven't they?
Oh dear. Awesome. Guys, thanks for listening to the podcast.
What's next though? Quick shout out. We're going to do a podcast with Ed, aren't we?
Should be. I'm waiting for him to get back to me. But yeah, should be Ed and his community kombucha. Which would be really cool. So yeah, look forward to that in the next episode, guys. See you later.
See ya.